Yo, it's ODB from OLP. This is the third mini truck on the cover of Street Trucks. And if we look here, they had figured out, Steve and team, it was easier just to go by issue number. This is issue 25. So if you followed along so far, we covered the first mini truck, the second, this is the third. Ironically enough, we recently had Paul Davis on the podcast, and let's take a look at this cover truck. He did reinforce, through that episode, and I would ask if you get a chance to go back, you can listen to it here on YouTube or just search via most any podcast app, OLP, and go ahead and hit follow or subscribe and go back a few episodes and you'll find the Paul Davis episode. He talked about when Courtney shot this, how they shot it, was it really a rolling shot? Again, I don't want to give away too much, and I'll let you guys go back and check that out. But again, with these, we're not going through the whole issue, so we're kind of keeping these a little bit shorter. I always assumed, based upon where this photo shoot, Courtney and all these guys, they did such a great job, in my opinion, of these three-quarter layouts, like basically you get your front shot, your front three-quarter. And my friend Marlon Dunker, I think Caldwell's Blazer, Tony Audias, Ranger, they were all shot in a very similar spot wherever, Courtney shot these, I think all in Pigeon Forge. And you could kind of tell if you looked at them, they line these up, do their awesome features, and then boom, they had a lot of content. It was titled The Big Top, and then again, Paul Davis rolls his Hombre out of the shop and into the Big Top, is the way it was kind of spun there as far as the title. Here you can see the engine setup, the rear. This was rendered by Pat Maxwell, and we just saw the little, if you're following our mini truck and flip throughs, we saw the Pat write-up recently. But again, you got this awesome front three-quarter shot really showcasing, the green paint with the silver. You got the KMC wheels. I think those were the Stealths they were referred to as, or called. I always dug too how with that front three-quarter, you basically have your kind of insert photos here. We can see the kind of famous early S10 Hombre dash, same one that was in my truck. And this one's a lot different than what you would typically see even today, where they basically shaved everything and had the dual needle gauge. So there's kind of the cockpit, if you will. The bed was just so awesome on this thing. And then the pop-up taillights, we talked about those as well. That was kind of a nod to Chris Anders and a past mini truck cover, believe it or not. So again, if you want to go check out that episode. And then these beds on the Hombres, they had that little flare to it back there. You can kind of vaguely see it here. But if I remember correctly, there's that little, I don't want to call it a body line, but I think it kind of flared a little bit here. And then boom, these features were just on point. You flip the page, you've got the second, so you got 4-page feature, and boom, right there, laid out that rear three-quarter, kind of rear side shot in this case. And then boom, you've got your insert photos across the top here. KMC Stealth, 18s and 20s. Super clean interior with the low back seats. There you got the pop-up taillights, which again, not many. A couple guys have done them over the years, not many, let's be honest. And then one of my favorite mods on it, which is kind of one of the trucks that led me to end up not putting my plate here on Bada Bing, but I put it inside the cab, a little bit different. But you can see here, kind of very cool, and it actually went to the side like that. But this is the third mini truck, as I said, on the cover of Street Trucks, and it's a badass truck. Paul talks a little bit about the fate of what happened to it. So if you're ever curious, that's part of the trail that we go down in terms of the story. Of course, repping negative camber, we can see that there on the windshield. It's just a very iconic cover, in my opinion. Would always dig how the color of the logo would sometimes be altered. They would add flames. They would maybe change the color to match the said vehicle, and that's what they did here. October 2001, so about 21 years ago, and then MIC, as you would imagine, in that era. This, was around the time that they were giving away Crew Cut. So check it out. If you guys like these, leave a comment. Please subscribe. I'll also do my best. I might go through like the first 10 mini trucks on the cover of Street Trucks, just a little bit different spin, a little bit shorter of a video than our mini truck and magazine flip throughs. But again, certainly appreciate the support. Issue 25, Street Trucks. Stay on the rise, y'all. Peace.